The Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. The Boston faithful waiting to cheer them on as they get set to take the floor. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Mike Conley.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Boston, the forwards for him, Tatum and Porzingis. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Williams at the 5. We're approaching the trade deadline, GA. How do teams decide if they're a buyer?
It comes down to goals and really your timeline. So some teams make deals to try to push them over the top this season. Others might find a player they love and trade for him with the future in mind.
Now here's Tatum. Yep, it counts. Tatum's got the first points up on the board for the Celtics.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Outside, Edwards. Here's Gobert, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Outside, Tatum. The 3, down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
The ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Brown outside. Off target with his 3. Here's Conley. Last game he had 10 points. Edwards passes to Towns. Green for 2 points.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Brown against Edwards. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. 4 on the clock. Brown outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Over in the corner, Edwards. For the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Minnesota. They trail by 1. No doubt, Greg, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player, and this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, to the paint, Williams with the steal. Down low, one-on-one fast break, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brown against Edwards. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And here's Conley outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, you've got to be able to contest. This is a career 37% three-point shooter. You better get out there on Mike Conley.
From past the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Conley kicks to Edwards. Tries from 16. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Shoots it. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Conley with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Conley the pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on White. 6 on the shot clock. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
White the pass to Porzingis. Williams a screen on Towns. Porzingis. Good. Nice job down low. Porzingis has got his second basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Towns high post. Pass to McDaniels. Towns kicks to Edwards. Towns a screen on Brown. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Outside Tatum from deep three-point land. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Conley against White. Pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
How about the laser focus on that jump shot? Pays no attention to the nearest defender.
Now here's White. He's got 6. Williams sets a screen for Brown. Three-pointer. Kept alive by Boston. And there's the bucket from Tatum. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And it's Towns missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
White against Conley. Outside White. The pass to Williams. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That free throw, no good. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
And the second free throw, good. Of course, we've talked about Boston's young talent for so long, they've now become battle-tested veterans.
And it's incredible how young that experience has taken hold. They have had players build big roles in so many big games. What a strong foundation, and now you've just got to keep building.
Now Brogdon, after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Brown outside. Gobert pulls it in.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Bounce pass Conley. Porzingis against Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 6.
Boy, it's going to take more than that to stop Karl Anthony Towns. This guy focused on the task at hand, and that's to put it in the basket.
That one doesn't go. Gobert with the defensive effort. McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Here's Clarkson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, what we appreciate about the Celtics, typically they take good shots, like in the regular season. The record reflected that. The postseason, though, last year, a little different story.
Kevin, they certainly have a coaching staff that is highly analytics driven, which obviously means very heavy emphasis on those three-point shots and the ones right at the rim. But, you know, typically in the postseason, defenders take away your best options.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. First free throw is good. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. And, Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
They've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Here's Alexander-Walker. He's guarded by Brogdon. Passes it to Towns. Now Reed. Lock at 6. And he dunks it down.
What a setup by Karl Anthony Towns. Knew his team had to capitalize on that opening.
Brown against Clarkson. Brogdon outside. They set the pick. To the right side. Hauser misses. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Now Brown, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Anderson against Brogdon. Over Anderson. From the left block, he sends it through. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Boy, hard to defend that any better. Just Malcolm Brogdon's ability to play through the contest, really nice.
Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. To the middle, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they finally found some answers to their early season woes. I like the way they're playing right now. Suddenly, there's optimism surrounding this team.
And here's Tatum for 3. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Brogdon. The kick out to Anderson. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Celtics.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
Here's Towns after the basket by Boston. Anderson right side. Clarkson looking for an opening from outside the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Here's Brogdon. Reed with the rebound. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Brogdon. And there's the foul. It's on Brissett. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Edwards, he's checked in for Towns. .30 left here in the first quarter. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. That's good from Brogdon on the assist by Tatum. Brogdon's got 5 now.
There's so much confidence right now with Malcolm Brogdon. The catch and shoot, so pretty.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
And he can't get the first one.
Guys, I think Anthony Edwards has got all the makings of not only a star in this league, but a superstar. Big frame, can score it, can board it, can handle it. Put him in any position on the floor, this guy can be successful.
And he's good on the second. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. With 1 on the clock, that one no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics out in front. They lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
22.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Here is Anderson, still scoreless. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Anderson is out there with Clarkson. Then there's Reed. Then there's Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard. Now, here's Clarkson. Over Tatum. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Clarkson.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the basket by Boston. And here's Edwards from the arc. And another three for Minnesota. With greater penalties attached to those take fouls, Doris, how do you think that rule change has panned out?
Well, you saw the players adjust quite quickly to this rule change, frankly. It's opened up the floor, created a better product aesthetically. We want fast pace, show off all that athleticism, a perfect implementation of a rules change. Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Here is Edwards following the three-pointer by Boston. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. He kicks it to Clarkson. Clock is at 3. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Jason Tatum said his quiet demeanor may belie his hunger to win for some people. He said, I feel like sometimes I come off so laid back that I don't know if people understand how much I invest into this game, how much I care, how hard I work. Because I'm not the loudest, I may show everything. Kevin?
You know, his passion, DA, for the game is right there. We appreciate your story. And the Timberwolves call time here. Some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And you look at Edwards. And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Hauser, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
You know, Greg, the way Malcolm Brogdon is used in the catch-and-shoot game, it makes that offense very difficult to stop.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter, doesn't go through many ups and downs, and when he doesn't have the look he wants, he's willing to get off the ball.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
What you love about Malcolm Brogdon is his consistency. This guy not gifted with incredible athleticism, but he's a knockdown shooter. He competes on the defensive end, one of the smartest players between the lines of an NBA basketball floor.
Now, here's Clarkson. 7 points in the game.
And with a monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Boston.
Boston leading by 9. Brogdon right side. Outside Williams. Tatum against Clarkson. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Conley dishes to Edwards. Shoots over Brogdon. No good from the wing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Clarkson against Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Boston, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Robert Williams.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
2 shots. Throw good, Clarkson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit. Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
That one misses. Celtics leading by 8. For 3, Brogdon. They get it back, and Williams is right there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Conley against White. It's Edwards on the wing. He had 19 points in the win against Orlando. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Now here's Tatum. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Right block shot, and he gets the jumper to drop. Tatum's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
Gobert with a screen on Tatum. Clarkson passes to Gobert. And that one drops. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
White, good.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Shoots over Brogdon. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Edwards. Pass to Williams. In the corner, Tatum with it. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Clarkson outside. Gobert with a screen for Clarkson. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Williams with the steal. And here's the fast break. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by White. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And there's the pass to Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Shoots over Brogdon. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Edwards got 10.
If you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is coming in for Patrick Williams. And it's Brown in for Malcolm Brogdon. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. Here's White, finding the lane, and White with the stuff.
Off the dribble drive slash. Derek White, boy, I'll tell you what, taking no prisoners on that finish.
Passes to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels, guarded by Tatum. Towns for three, and Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And you talk about a tough matchup, Doris, for teams against this one. Kristaps Porzingis. He is a tough cover.
Yeah, listen, Kev, this guy has that rare combination of both size and skill, increasingly more efficient, and when he's healthy, he's really been a problem.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And Porzingis had a lot of suitors, GA, over the summer. Eventually, the Celtics made the move for him.
Porzingis rehabbed his game and value in D.C. With the Wizards rebuilding, he was a prime trade target. Boston went for him early, and he could be a difference maker for the Celtics.
Good on the second free throw.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
Now here's Conley. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Tatum with it. 14 points for him. And he knocks down the jumper. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Clarkson against Brown. Clarkson passes to Towns. Kicks it to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Gobert finds Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Launches a 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Tatum on the wing. McDaniels defending. He's feeling it. Tatum no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics leading by 16. White with it. Conley picks him up. Floats one, and there's the nice layup by White. White's got 13.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
Clarkson bounce pass. Towns down low. He's against Porzingis. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the 3.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
And the first one at the line is good.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Tatum. And Towns drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
A floater. Brown's shot is good. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Towns, a screen on Brogdon. Clarkson kicks to Towns. The 3. Rebound Boston. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Brogdon with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. White, wide open, he fires. And again, it's Boston converting.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
White against Conley. Towns, a screen on White. Inside. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And a brief check of the stats for Clarkson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here's White. A shot by Brogdon, wide open from outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brogdon with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. There's Brown with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. He's covered closely. He dishes it to Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's White with the rebound. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Celtics out in front, running away with this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
Well, if this ends up being the final group of participants, then we're in good hands. These guys can all knock them down. And if they get hot, this is going to be some great long stretches.
And as you know, Jed, it's all about finding your rhythm at the right time. And as we shift focus back to our game, things couldn't have gone much worse for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
If you can't get stops, you can't get wins. I'm not seeing the fight, the fire. Time to get angry. Otherwise, we can call it now.
Some tough love from Dr. O'Neal. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Timberwolves trail by 20. The talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Rob Williams. And it's White in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. Clock at 4. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Edwards got the first basket of the third quarter for Minnesota.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Here's White. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Edwards can't hit. Celtics leading by 19. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Brown finds White. Porzingis inside, over by Conley, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Celtics have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Porzingis at the line with 1 shot.
That free throw good from Porzingis. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 13. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Brown against Edwards. Brown dishes to Tatum. He kicks it to Williams. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Edwards. 16 points for him. White the pass to Tatum. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
White against Conley. Outside, Towns. From deep. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's White. Shot from the top of the key. Out to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. Over Gobert. Up again. And Williams is right there. Williams has got 7.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Conley scanning the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Conley against White. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, the up fake from Conley is so effective. Draws the contact, will go to the free throw line.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
And Conley drops them both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Tatum looking around. This one for 3. Tatum with another miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's McDaniels. Nice shot from the wing. 8 points for him.
Anthony Edwards.
And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Stolen by Michael Conley. And stolen by Tatum. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. These Celtics are playing with a high level of motivation. All-star Jason Tatum says what we talk about before the game, halftime, is win by any cost, by any means. Figure it out, win the game, and build great habits along the way. Kevin?
Still room to grow. David, thanks. Now here is Conley. He has 5. Just 5 to shoot. And he comes up with the deuce. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Brown outside. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 19 points. And Doris, here we're looking at Jaden McDaniels' stats. He's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has, Kevin. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence, and Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league.
And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Houston Rockets.
And that one against the Raptors, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
First one falls for him. Williams is checked in for the Celtics. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Clarkson's checked in. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And the NBA, Doris, removing the limit on the number of Supermax contracts that one team can have. Why is that?
Well, I think some teams on course to have 3 Supermax guys, just the way their players are growing, and the league opted for more nuanced ways to discourage big payrolls.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Celtics.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Now, here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Over Brown. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Williams with the block.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
At the line with 1 shot.
And that one misses. And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer, for a time, the richest in NBA history.
You gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
Minnesota calls timeout.